In this video, we're going to look at how to conjugate a fourth conjugation verb in the present tense using dormio, dormire, to sleep. To do this, we first need to take the dictionary definition's first word and simply copy that into its box on the chart because it is the first person singular form. Here's my dictionary definition. This is the first word, dormio, and it is the first person singular of present tense. So I'm going to copy it exactly as it appears in the dictionary definition into my chart, dormio, for I sleep, or I am sleeping, or I do sleep. The next thing I'm going to do is find my stem, and I'll do that by removing the last three letters, something re, from the infinitive, or second principal part, and then this will go in all my empty boxes. The last three letters are the long I, R-E, and without them, I'm left with the stem of this word, which is D-O-R-M, dorm. And then I'll put that in all my empty boxes on this chart. Next, I'll look at the dictionary definition and examine that vowel in front of the R-E of the infinitive, because that's going to tell me what conjugation I'm looking at. In front of the R-E, we find the letter long I, or an I with a macron on it. That tells me that this is fourth conjugation. However, if you're new to this, it doesn't hurt to also check the first word of the dictionary definition, because in order to be fourth conjugation, it also must have an I in front of the O. This is important when you're looking at forms of the verb eo ira and its compounds, because just ira alone makes that verb look fourth conjugation, but the E in front of the O in eo is your clue that you're looking at an irregular verb, not a fourth conjugation verb. However, we don't need to worry about that for dormio. This is just a fourth conjugation verb. Now that we know the conjugation, we can continue with step 3 and add our vowel in. The vowel depends on the conjugation, which is why we determined that first. Third, Io, and fourth all prefer the vowel I. There is, however, one exception we need to note. For third Io and fourth conjugations, when we get to the third person plural, we aren't just going to add an I, we need to add an IU. And if you've been in my classes, you'll know the dorky phrase, it isn't int, because you very rarely see in the third person plural the ending int. So instead, we're going to see IUNT. Here we are back at our chart, and I'm adding in the vowel I everywhere, but I'm remembering that in the third person plural, I need to add IU. And remember, a way to check that is if there was an I in front of your O in the first person singular, you're going to need an I in front of your U in the third person plural, which I've done here. Now I'm ready for my last step, which is to add the personal endings, because they indicate the person who is the subject of the verb. For the present tense, these are OST, mustis, NT. We already have the O, so that's why that's in brackets. I don't need to add it. I already added it when I copied the dictionary definition, but I do need to add the other endings on. So I'm adding S to create dormis, you sleep, dormit, he, she, or it sleeps, dormimus, we sleep, dormitis, you all sleep, and dormiunt, they sleep. And that is how you form the present tense of any fourth conjugation verb, such as dormio.